Good morning, guys. As we do this morning's children's sermon, obviously you can tell it's going to be a little bit different. This morning's lesson is titled, Be a Sponge for Jesus. And it's based upon Matthew 28:19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. So as I was thinking about what I wanted to do here, I thought about using the analogy of being a sponge when it comes to learning and it comes to teaching. A lot of times you may have someone tell you that to learn you need to be a sponge. You need to soak in the knowledge that someone else is trying to give you. And if you think about it, there's a lot of truth to that. As you sit in class or as you're in Sunday school or you're here at church, you need to be still and open-minded and have an open heart and just soak in the knowledge that other people are trying to give you. So as I thought about this, I thought, this could get just a little bit messy doing what I'm about to do here. So I thought, let's do this via video, see how it works out. Maybe we can do that and show the video and not take the chance of making a mess in church. Obviously, that's the last thing I want to do. So what I did was I got to thinking about how can I take being a sponge and relate it to Matthew 28:19. And I thought, well, before we can go out into the world and teach and baptize, we need to learn and we need to know more about Jesus. If you think about it, your teachers, for example, whether it's Sunday school, whether it's RAs, GAs, whether it's at your school that you're going to or that you will be going to, those teachers had to go learn before they could teach you. So I got to thinking about it and I thought, you know what? I got it. I know what I'm going to do. So I thought about the analogy of the sponge. So this bucket right here is full of water and it represents God and the knowledge of Jesus. Inside this bucket is water and that water represents knowledge. This bucket is empty. It represents the world in which you live in, your day-to-day circle of influence, my day-to-day circle of influence, the people that we come in contact with in our daily walk, whether it's at school, whether it's at the restaurant, whether it's at work, wherever it might be. So that's what this bucket represents. And in this bucket, I'm going to place 10 sponges. These 10 sponges represent people that you come in contact with in your daily walk. Okay? So I'm going to put those in there. And then over here, this sponge represents you. And as you go through your daily walk. So, as you decide that you want to go out and teach people as Jesus commanded, what's the first thing you have to do? As we talked a while ago, you got to learn. So to do that, I'm going to put the sponge in here. It's going to represent you learning. So how do we do that? Well, we do that lots of ways. We do that by reading our Bible, by praying, coming to church, going to Sunday school, participating in RAs, GAs, mission friends, Kids of God choir, going on a youth mission trip like the youth just did. So we do all those things, and while we're doing those, we're soaking up the knowledge. And we take that knowledge and we go out here and we live our life and we share that knowledge. We come back to church, we continue to pray, we continue to read our Bible, we continue to go to our classes, we continue to listen, and we continue to learn more about God and about Jesus. And we go back out in the world and we share it again. And we come back to church and we keep learning and we keep learning and we keep soaking in the knowledge that Jesus is trying to give us through all these different ways. So here we go. We just keep doing this. This is our walk. This is what Jesus has commanded us to do. Go ye therefore into all nations. This is my nation. This is where I'm at. This is my circle of influence. So we keep doing that. So what happens? Well, if you think about it, there was 10 people here, right? Look what happened. These 10 people have now gained knowledge of Christ. Hopefully they decide they want to come to church, and they want to keep learning, and they want to go out into their circle of influence and share and come back and learn, and then go out and share. And you know what? If that happens repeatedly, you go out and simply influence 10 people and teach them like Jesus commanded. And if those 10 go out and then they do what Jesus commanded and they teach 10, then that's 110 people that have come to know Christ. Why? All because you were a sponge and you listened to the commandment of Jesus and you went out and you taught. You soaked it up and you went and shared it. If you do that, you'll be a successful sponge and you'll be fulfilling the commandment of Jesus. Thank you.